Hi guys, it's Hani here. Welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome to the third episode of Farm Animal Cookies. If you are new to my YouTube channel, be sure to subscribe, hit the bell button so you get notified about my new uploads. I already shared with you how to make rooster, chick and hen last week, so you can check out that tutorial. I'm going to include a link to the videos in the description box under the video. And the week before we made adorable cow, pig and sheep cookies. And this week we are going to make another set of 3 cookies. I'm going to show you how to make cat, dog and bunny. So let's get started with today's tutorial. Let's start with a cat. I'm using edible marker to draw the outlines first. Now using terracotta colored royal icing, we can make the eyes. I'm using about 20-second consistency. While the icing is still wet, use black royal icing and pipe it across like so. Use your needle tool to smooth it and shape it, and then add a little bit of white just on the edge of black for the reflection. Now I'm going to outline the ears. And then take pink royal icing and fill the center. Use your needle tool to shape it. And I'm going to let this crust for about 10 minutes or so. Then take a lighter shade of terracotta and outline and flat the head. You know, for a very short time, once, a long time ago, I had a cat. And I have no idea where I got the cat. I sneaked it into the house without telling my parents, of course. Who would tell their parents they're bringing a cat in the house, right? So this little thing, it was still a cute little kitten, you know? So I had it and I lost it. Or, I mean, it just disappeared one day. And I found it in my drawer where my clothes were. And then I lost it again. And then my mom found it. And that was the end of the cat. I had to give it away. I don't know where it ended up going, but I guess maybe my grandmother. Who knows? But that was the short-lived cat ownership. So while your icing is still wet, we're gonna make the muzzle. Use white royal icing and then smooth it out with a needle tool, and then also you can blend the edges a little bit, and then use darker terracotta, basically the same terracotta we used for the eyes to make the lines, and then again use your needle tool to blend them in. And we're going to let the head crust, and then we can finish the body. If you don't have terracotta food coloring, which is not something that most people would have on hand, I think, you can use some orange and just add either a little bit of ivory, or you can add a little bit of brown royal icing. When I say a little bit, just a touch. You don't have to add a whole lot. And then you can control the intensity of color by adding more. Now use white royal icing. Just like with the muzzle, we're going to add white. Use a needle tool to kind of smooth it and blend it in, and then use dark terracotta for the lines. Before you add the tail, make sure that the rest of the body is crusted. add the lines across with darker color and a little bit of white just at the end of the tail. I'm going to let this dry and then we can make the paws with edible marker, and I'm going to also use piping consistency royal icing and outline the paws like so. And we also have to add the nose. So first I'm doing the mouth with edible marker, and then we're just gonna add a touch of pink, basically pipe a triangle and then shape it with a needle tool. Add the whiskers if you wish. I'm using gray edible marker for the whiskers. And that was the cat that we just did. Adorable. Now we're gonna start with the dog. So I'm using paper template, transferring few outlines here and there just so I can get my bearings on a cookie, and then we can finish up free drawing. Now start with white royal icing. I'm using 15-second consistency. You know, I just remembered my grandmother, I think, had the exact same dog. It was black and white. I was still a baby. And I think he actually ran away or something happened to him, because I don't remember him as I was growing up. Then we're gonna outline with black. Again, I'm using about 15-second consistency. And for those of you who are new to cookie decorating, you can find recipes for the sugar cookies and royal icing I like to use on my blog or on my YouTube channel. Link to the recipe is in the description box under the video. Now take the needle tool and first shape and distribute the black royal icing, and then blend the edges of white make the nose. Let that crust and then you can make the ear. Once dry, you can finish with edible marker, make the paws. Now I'm going to outline with piping consistency black royal icing. Now make the eye, starting with a white royal icing for the base, using about 20-25 second consistency around there, and then while white is still wet. Use black royal icing in the center for the dot and a little bit of white on the edge for the reflection. The dog is finished, and the third design we're going to do today is a bunny. Bunnies are my favorite. They're so cute. We have some bunnies around here, and they sleep under the bushes or sometimes even under the car. So here I'm again starting with edible marker, drawing the outlines. And we're going to start with the ear, adding a thin layer of white royal icing. Use food only paintbrush to spread the icing and then let it crust. Now we're gonna start with gray royal icing. About 15-second consistency, outlining and flooding the cookie. Avoid the tail area, we're going to do the tail later. To make the gray royal icing, I just used black food coloring. Now take white royal icing and make the spots. Use your needle tool to blend it in. If you'd like, you can just omit the spots altogether and leave the bunny gray. After letting it crust, we can finish the ears. Let the first ear crust before finishing the ear next to it. Now, once the icing dries, we can add the tail. Make the eye with white royal icing. For some reason, outlining didn't record, so you need to use piping consistency gray royal icing to outline, and then you can add cute little nose with pink royal icing. Once you are finished shaping it, your bunny will be finished. Here's a quick recap of today's video. We did cat, dog, and finished with adorable bunny. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Be sure to let me know in a comment section down below. Don't forget to like this video and share it on social media. My 4th episode of Farm Animal Cookie series is coming out next week. So if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel now, it's a great time to subscribe, and be sure to hit the bell button so you get notified when I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.